Hey guys, welcome back to Grim Reaper Connect you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourselves, and hopefully you're having a great start to the weekend. Wherever you are in the world, we are one day away, I guess. So we are getting one step closer. This is going to be an interesting video for today. But I've just noticed that Black Friday deals are starting to drop. So remember to spend responsibly. Obviously, this is going to be a very expensive weekend, and Plarium are hoping to be cashing in this weekend with all their deals, etc. So will be kind of interesting. Make sure you hide your credit card and your mortgage payments and everything from Plarium, because they will be looking for this. So yeah, just be careful, and obviously only buy what you can afford. Anyway, so let's get into today's video. Today I wanted to do a interesting video. I wanted to do a what's next video for the new update for Raidshadowlegends. I didn't do it yesterday, I just didn't have time, so I'm dropping it today. And obviously I know a few of you will be curious on what I think. So I've turned the audio up. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know down in the comments. It's not too bad. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think? Personally, I'm really looking forward to update now. However, I'm still 90% very disappointed in Plarium, because this is a distraction from Hydra, and I've already watched all this, so I kind of know what's going on. It's massive distractor for Hydra, and it's a sad feeling, but all the changes that they made kind of make sense once after you watch this video overall. So let's get into it, and we'll pause and stuff, and I'll kind of mention what I think, pros and cons, and try and be non-biased as possible. Mm. Relics, okay. This is the bit that I'm looking forward to. Instant Hydra battles. I mean, it says it all. Basically, in my opinion, it's like they're killing off the content. And then they're kind of done with it now, that you won't see no more nerfs or anything like that, which is a shame. Not ashamed of the nerfs, but a shame that they're not going to do anything about the changes to Hydra. This looks similar to Curse City, right? Okay. These look cool, by the way. Yeah, this looks really cool. Yay, more speed. That's bad news. More speed. So we have sheep as a blessing already, and this is similar to blessings, masteries. You're gonna have like stuff that you're equipped, and they're gonna have passives effects with them. Different types of levels can have more gemstones. I think personally this looks really cool. I'm a really big fan. It's better than getting a new set. So kind of curious on how this is going to be overall. However, I still kind of feel like we're drifting away from Hydra, which is a interesting feeling. And hopefully they don't be stupid and release something so OP, like basically we have sheep. Well, hopefully there isn't like a sheep 5.0 or a 5.0, or have like a sheep and then I don't know, a horse. So instead of you turn into a sheep for 2 turns, you turn into a horse for 4 turns, and you're at 1 speed, being reset, etc., and giving you a 75% chance of breaking that sheep, right? That horse. So hopefully there's nothing stupid like that. Hopefully they'll learn a lesson from polymorph for sure. Is that the horse? So you can kind of pause all this, but I'm kind of curious on like how this is going to work out because it's like a counter attack one. There's no one for damage, etc. Now you can see the blessings before you go into the fights, right? So I'm kind of curious: are you going to be able to see the gemstones in any way? Are you going to see the actual thing that they ended, which is going to be the Reddick? So I don't know if I pronounced that right, but they got Reddick, and then they got the gemstones that get on top of that. So I'd be kind of curious to see if you can see it throughout the fight, or you can see it in before you enter the fight, like blessings. Obviously, there's no news on that as well. But this is good news for everyone, right? This is mainly, obviously, there'll be a pay to way aspect to this, and I'm hoping it'll be, hoping it won't be. There's a small hope that they won't do something like that. But this is good news for anyone that doesn't really focus in P versus P. This will help you throughout the whole of P versus E content, which is going to be super helpful. So anyone that's struggling with high damage, etc., you're going to get extra stats, you're going to get extra stuff to go with your champions that which will probably increase your damage, increase your survivability, especially if your great hall's not max. Like this is good news for anyone. And this is trying to be positive and look at this from a positive situation from all players' perspectives. That is the one thing we need to take into consideration. Positive, and obviously there is a downside of it. I'm not going to try and play that out, but just trying to look at it from the positive and the average player in raids, that this could only be a good thing for sure. But Raid is already a complicated game with like blessings, masteries, gear sets, champions kits, so many mythicals, legendaries. Um, this is a worrying thing now that now we have to learn well relics and gem blessings, right? Or gemstones, sorry. It's gem blessings, gemstones. So this is going to be a lot for the average player to learn. People like myself and stuff will be okay with this because, to be fair, like I felt overwhelming with the blessings coming in, but I picked up on the blessings quite quickly and I learned what blessings are what. So I'm not too worried about this myself. But it's very complicated for sure. Different levels makes sense. That's the power creep, I guess, right? At least it's not silver. Hmm. At least it's not using silver. Thank God. I do like the aspect of this, giving the forge more use. So 3 areas that's just been released recently. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Shame there's not a more in Curse City as well, because it's very similar to Curse City, like the art and stuff, etc. So I'm a bit disappointed that they're not trying to tie in Curse City a bit more with this. This is good news, yeah, like 80% legendary, 20% mythical. I mean, it could be 50-50 going it wrong or whatever, but this is fairly solid. There's no chances of getting epic, etc. So I kind of like that. I wonder how hard it will be. There's also 2 groups there as well. This is good, but there'll still be a massive pay to win aspect to this. By the way, he takes Soul Reaper on Songwong, and yeah. Um, there is a lot of pay to win aspect to this. So even seasons will kind of help players a lot. Because right now, what you're seeing is in this meta, especially in Gold 4, is just about 35 champions at a meta, which is great. And a lot of players like myself, we don't have these champions, all these 30 champions, and we don't have the gear for them. I could probably gear all of them, but there wouldn't be crazy stats as the others, right? Not like the top players. So it's kind of interesting to kind of see the seasons, because hopefully that reduces the the um the play-in of certain champions like Dark Smiles, Commonus, Sigford, Marius, Armads, and shake up the meta a little bit, and hopefully give it a little bit more of a playing field between people, because this meta is very speed hungry and it's very hard to kind of beat it. And you need like a handful of champions. Marishka, Nice, Star Sage, Taurus and Marishka do help, but again, they don't count everything now. So it's a better meta than the Taurus and Marishka meta, don't get me wrong, but now hopefully the seasons again will hopefully level out the playing field a bit more there. This is good. Like silver right now, I do 2 accounts, one in silver 3, one in silver 4, and it's a mess down there. People are going like double Armads, double Arbiter. A lot of people are not even taking nukers or just taking one nuker. It's kind of a bad way to play, because it ruins the experience for the players. I think they generally need to put the same rule in silver as well as gold, where you can only take one Armads, etc. And then obviously going back to seasons as well, hopefully we do see champions like Brognian, Dupriest, and Lydia, who are not bad champions. They're just being power crept out of this. And there is a lot of champions, like for example, I have a Salad that's +4. Again, just power crept out the meta, right? We've got Pinpoint, which is a problem for him. That was a nerf. Then you have Stone Skin, that was another nerf. He doesn't do enough damage compared to other champions that have been released. That's another problem. So you can't use CC champion. Just using him as a reason why he doesn't kind of fit, right? So it will kind of be interesting. And it will also be interesting how I manage takeovers myself, especially live arena. So this is good content for my channel. And obviously I put up a vote last week about how often you guys want to see different live arena accounts, etc. Like I do for live arena, 4 accounts right now for live arena, and you guys kind of get to see all of them in play. And that's what you guys have asked for, right? That's why we do the votes, etc. Work in progress may not fully match live arena server update. That's a little note behind me. This is massive. This should be an added when Effect game first come out. A lot of games have this. I think Watcher Realms, etc. have this. This is massive for a lot of players. Well, for everyone really. Like, doesn't matter if you're mobile, PC. You can go do live arena now, but you're also farming dungeons. Obviously, you have to be careful about what gear you're moving around and stuff. But this is very viable. Like Doom Tower bosses, as I'm doing live arena. It's all good and positive, and I like the changes. So this is a good job from Plarium on this aspect. Be interesting to see if you can do Doom Tower and Fire Knight at the same time. Not too sure if you'll be able to farm both. That could be interesting. And it'd be interesting to see if you can use 2 sets of champions. Like, can we use the champions in this dungeon? For example, Armad versus Darkfane, and then still be able to use them in La Arena. That would be kind of interesting to see as well. But either way, it's good, right? I think it's good. Imagine getting 200 runs in Doom Tower against Darkfane. That'd be amazing. So you build one team, you do the 1.2 billion, build 2 auto teams, instant. Fair enough. So you got mythical market and soul merch. Interesting. I don't know what this means. Could be an interesting one. Still no auto rolling. We need auto rolling rate. Does look cool. Mm. It'll be interesting to see if these trials reset or that's it. And you can see there you're only going to get 2 keys like Clan Boss. Now, the cooldown on them, we don't know. I kind of wish they would tell us what the rewards are. That's awards chest. That's the same as normal Clan Boss and Hydra. Now, this is what I don't like. I hope they don't release it straight away because it's going to be another Hydra mess. Hopefully. New Mythical. New Mythical is always good, as long as he's usable in P versus P and P versus E. New Mythical is good. Carnage is not bad, honestly. A lot of people give Carnage a lot of shit, but to be honest, like Carnage is actually very viable. He's not crazy. He's not Maris's level, won't deny that. But he's very good in Hydra and he's very good in Lyrina if you use him correctly and build the teams around him. But again, you kind of have to do that with a lot of champions, right? He-Man's probably the same in the same league. He's really good, but you have to build the right teams around him, and that's team synergy. Lady M is like super good. She's probably a bit better than Carnage overall in P versus P and P versus P Carnage. P versus P and P versus E, and she's definitely well used way more. I want this mythical to be Maris's level. Like, I don't think there's anything to kind of deny. I think about 95% of you guys would probably agree you want him to be next level, and hopefully has a really good synergy of countering Armads in the arena, and kind of killing out the Armads meta. It won't make him useless because people will try and take him with Armads, but definitely try and shake up the meta a little bit. And with Maris as well, definitely could see some uses there. So kind of be interesting to see his kit. I don't know where I'll find out, but I mean, I would definitely be going hard on this content, and you can see there are different levels throughout this. So this is going to be good for everyone. Probably from like mid game all the way up. I think if you're early game, you won't be able to do this boss yet because it's more in game content, I guess. But we'll be kind of curious to kind of see what happens for sure. Bit disappointed they're not confirmed that there is primal shards in this and mythical tomes. There is no news on void legendaries, mythical legendaries yet. Mythical legendaries, the game is not ready for. We still need another year. There's a lot of players that don't have mythicals as well. I still feel like we need to do more as a game to do more mythicals. I think we need an arbiter mission and don't get me wrong, I don't want any more missions because they're annoying as hell. But I think we need another arbiter mission with mythical. Maybe they make you get Marius and thingy first, and then you pick up this mission, this mythical. I think we need to start seeing fusions as well for mythicals, like laying out the playing field just to help the low spenders and free to play, but still make these mythicals very strong for all type of content like PvP and PvCE, and make it so Krakens want to get these mythicals as well, and so they can use them like they use Marius, for example. So the standard is high, and Plarium kind of set that high because of how strong Marius is. That is the level that they kind of need to go to. Marius is going to be really solid here as well. Increased accuracy, you can see those using increased resistance of resistant builds there. So increased accuracy is going to really be useful. Increased defense is also useful. A strip, a cleanser as well is going to be very good as well, and he's got that. So we're kind of interested to see what stats and stuff we'll get from this. Pearly though, kind of mentioned yesterday. I mean, I was kind of talking about stuff in this stream yesterday. Pearly's one of my viewers, one of my mods, and she was kind of curious why this is not in Curse City, because you have a look at the art and the effects is actually very similar to the boss in Curse City. So it's kind of a bit disappointing there as well. Personally, I'm kind of happy they're not doing anything else with Curse City because I absolutely hate Curse City. It's garbage, and the rewards are suck. Like the chest you get for clearing hard every month really sucks. Like once you got Carnage and that 6-star blessing, probably not even worth spending the silver all the time in game just to do that. And that is not good for the game, having content in the game that people don't want to do. And they've had this for ages now. They've got Hydra now, Live Arena, 3 vs 3 Arena, and then Curse City. It's just one of them ones. So, hmm. So Nick getting a buff, not buff directly, but a duo to make him a lot stronger. Okay, cool. I think I have Sonic. Not too sure. She will probably be a Void Legendary, or she'll be like a guaranteed champion of some sort. Like they did do Torment at Christmas last year through a Titan event, and then they did the Soul Right. So kind of be interesting to see on how they work out. Hopefully they do that, and we don't get a champion that's already in game. Hopefully we get a new champion. He's probably gonna be the fusion for Christmas, or one of them will be the fusion. Maybe actually Sonic's wife, and this will be the champion. It'll be interesting to see. Hopefully both of them are attainable through some way or another. Looks a bit like Grinch. Champion Unity for Dark House. We knew this was coming. And that's the mythical, right? It looks a bit like it looks a little bit like Dunkirk. Dunkirk's one of my viewers. He's a Spurs fan, but it does look like Dunkirk, honestly. Yeah, very similar. Had a rough life. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so there's a lot to kind of take from that video. There's a lot going on, and obviously we're going to see this probably drop in from, I don't know if all this will come at once. I mean, I'm hoping the clan boss challenges or the Hydra Clash of the new clan boss doesn't come until next month, till a few months later, probably 6 months. Let people get used to the content before they start making competitive. Make sure everything's fixed. Make sure there's no bugs. Make sure there's no champions that have really like taken the lead by by crazy amount. So we're kind of interesting, but maybe enemy max HP will have a spot here, like your Royal Guards, your Husk. You already seen that mention poisoners and H burn champions. So Mephala actually will be very good there. I'm really looking forward to using Mephala. I do have a 5-star blessing, which Raid did release to everyone. So yeah, it's kind of curious to kind of see. And if you haven't already looked into the game, they are giving a load away of chickens in Raid, so go and get your chickens. Kind of a little bit pointless for myself, but you know, free stuff is always free stuff. We can't really knock people for that. Anyway, let me know down in the comments about what you think about this. I feel like a lot of people are still pissed about Hydra and stuff, and Plarium are really just trying to like hush it a little bit and distract people, which is a bit disappointing. Anyway, that's it from me today. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one.